And we're back with KMMA. I'm Andio.
And I'm Khalil Deal.
And we're going to be bringing you our predictions and breakdowns for the main card portion of Vegas 209. This is Back to the Tiny Cage. Opening things up, we got Eric Anders against Chris Duncan. Then we got Miles Johns against Gene Masimoto. Followed up by Andre Fili against Christian Rodriguez. In the feature fight, we got Yasmin Lucindo against Angela Hill. Then co-main eventing, it's Steve Urseg against Odie Osborne. And in the main event, we got Roman Dolidze against Anthony Hernandez. So, in the first match here, the real deal. Who we got between Anders and Chris Duncan?
All right, so we both messed up. You said UFC Vegas 209, it's 109. I called Anthony Hernandez Alexander Hernandez. Anyways, let's get it right here. All right, first fight. We got Eric Anders and Christian Leroy Duncan, man. So for this one here, man,
Yeah, boy.
I gotta go with CLD, baby. I gotta go with Christian Leroy Duncan. Now Eric Anders, you can see here that he's got 17 wins, 8 losses. I mean, those losses come from somewhere, man. He's 38 years old, getting up there in age. He's a striker. But he's particularly known for his knockout power, but he does have some athletic background. He used to play football. He's got a powerful and aggressive approach. He's able to finish fights with submissions, and he's got a good takedown defense. His striking is primarily his main weapon, though. He likes those powerful punches. Christian Leroy Duncan also is primarily a striking-based fighting style. He's known for his creative and use of spinning techniques. He's got a lot of spinning elbows, spinning back fists. He likes fighting in front of crowds, and he likes to pressure his opponents. He likes to dominate the center of the octagon. And he also possesses some grappling and takedown abilities. We've seen him do it. He's a dynamic striker. And like I said, he's got good spinning attacks, spinning heel kicks as well. But he is capable of grappling and taking his opponents down. I like Christian Leroy Duncan to be the better overall fighter. He's 8 years younger. He's going to be taller. He's also going to have a significant 4-inch reach advantage. And Christian Leroy Duncan likes to strike at a distance too. Give me Christian Leroy Duncan by knockout or decision in this one, man. I think this is an easy win for him.
I've been going back and forth on this one the more I checked into this one, man. And I'm actually leaning towards Anders.
What?
Yeah, by a bit.
No way.
Let me explain why. First, I'm going to go into how they fight a bit, like you did. All that spinning shit, okay? It's also done with some questionable in-ring IQ, I feel. I think there's too many of them. I think that with Anders' in-your-face, dirty style with some wrestling in there, it's going to negate some of that space that he needs in order to do some of that stuff. And he may catch him like spinning around, may clock him as he's in the middle of a spin. He may grab his back and take him down if that's completely exposed there, right? He has decent enough counters, Anders, to do that. And in my opinion, I have a feeling that Leroy Duncan here is not a real fighter. I think he's more, I'm on the cusp of believing that he's more of an athlete guy and not a real fighter at heart. And I think he also leaves openings to be hit. Another thing, the last thing, this guy, man, if you look opponents of notability, okay, he hasn't beat anybody. He won against Dusko Todorovic because Dusko injured his knee brutally in round 1. He beat Armin Petrosyan in a close decision. He's not even in the UFC anymore, Armin.
No. He lost to Armin Petrosyan.
Yeah, he lost to Armin Petrosyan, who's not even in the UFC anymore. But he's beating guys like Dennis Tululin and Claudio Ribeiro, who are basically cans, you know.
Wait. We have to say his last win against Andre Pulayev. That actually ends up being a good win there because
maybe to you, but he beat grass shit Klein, grass shit.
I'm just saying, like he did look very good, Andrei Pulayev in his last fight. So
I know I picked Klein there though, but he disappointed me, and I thought he could keep up. I guess what he was doing in the first round against Pulayev. That's the only reason Pulayev won, because the guy gassed out and didn't have anything on the feet there. But you got to agree to an extent, man. If Pulayev is the best guy you've been beating in a decision, you can't even put Pulayev away. I don't know, man. I just think styles make fights sometimes, not as often as people may say. Sometimes you got to go with a more talented guy. But I think, man, I got to lean with Anders a little bit here. So I'm going to take Anders by decision or knockout.
wow, huge dog, huge
I
dog.
know. Yeah, yeah.
All
Maybe
right.
I'll switch my pick. You never know. But right now, look into this more of the deal, and I don't know. Maybe you'll see something that I'm talking about, or maybe I'm nuts. You know,
Our
he.
first
Oh, one
disagreement.
more thing. Since he's such a showman and loves spinning around and being holly jolly all over the ring, maybe he's also going to want to put too much of a show. You know, because he's just too crazy of a favorite. Like he's expected to get a highlight reel knockout. That may go against him here too.
All right, man. So we'll see what happens. We're in a disagreement with this one here. This is a big dog play here for NDO. I forgot to mention that Rafael Cerquera in the early predictions there in the in the prelims is also a dog. I'm thinking of maybe putting a sprinkle on come betting time. So this might be another dog to think about here, Eric Anders. All right, let's move on up to the next fight. We got here Gene Matsumoto against Miles Johns here for this one here. So for this one here, we got here, NDO.
Here, I'm going to be going with Gene Masimoto. This fight is going to take place at 135. Miles Johns went up in weight for his last fight, but he's coming back down to this fight. Those of you out there that know, I've never been the biggest Miles Johns fan, although he does tend to surprise sometimes. Like he's 15-3, but I just feel he's a very basic fighter. He could wrestle, but sometimes he doesn't wrestle. He has a very basic striking, I find. A lot of looping shots in there. You know, he bursts in there, loopy, wild shots. But he does have decent power. But also, he looks for the right shot a little too much. He's very patient, and he doesn't always have the best volume. There's some unknowns with Johns. When it comes to Gene Masimoto, man, I think his striking is good. Combos are really good. He definitely, I feel he has better cardio than Johns. And one thing about Johns, I've noticed that Johns gets frustrated at times. When it comes to the ground, he knows his shit on the ground. He's more of a jiu-jitsu guy than Johns, who's more of a wrestler guy. He tries to look for subs on his back. I don't want him spending all fight on his back against Johns, because John's veteran enough to pick up the win there if Matsumoto just decides that he's going to be fishing for useless subs all fight long and not getting any damage in. But I think this fight is primarily going to be on the feet here. So give me Gene Matsumoto to out-volume him and out-damage him in a decision, or maybe even a knockout, but decision.
Yeah, Miles Johns, he's definitely got a strong wrestling base. He's more of a wrestler. He does have some effective striking. He's known for his powerful hands and definitely likes to control opponents both on the feet and on the ground. He's a former Kansas State wrestling champion, so his wrestling skills are really up there. He does have some good striking. Gene Matsumoto, he's more of a jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu guy. He's very aggressive also with some very good striking. He likes to push forward, move forward in his fights. He's got a blend of striking and grappling as well. He likes to go toe-to-toe with his opponents and even take the fight to the ground. I like that this fight is going to be in bantamweight. So it's Miles Johns, that's going to be going down in weight for this one.
Well, he's not really going down. That was kind of a one-off. He went up in weight, but he's fought several fights in a row at this weight. He's back to
it's a bantamweight fight. Yeah, so it does look like it's a bantamweight fight. So
yeah, he's back to his normal weight, bantamweight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
No, sorry, featherweight. This is featherweight. Wait a minute. It should be featherweight.
Okay, so then it's Gene Matsumoto going up in weight then. for this one. Yeah, because I mean they got Miles Johns weighing in at 146 pounds, and Matsumoto's at 139. So I think it's Matsumoto.
Yeah, because last time Johns weighed in more because he was in an upper weight class, and now he's moving back down.
Ah, there we go. Okay, that makes sense. I'm going to lean with Gene Matsumoto here. I will say this though: Miles Johns has fought the better opponents, man. That's kind of similar to what you were talking about before with the Eric Anders fight about who fought who. I mean, Matsumoto never really fought anybody really
Uh,
that great.
yeah, I don't think I actually mentioned that as far as Anders is concerned, but off the top of my head, he definitely fought better competition than Duncan.
Well, yeah, that's what you were saying. You were saying that Christian Leroy Duncan didn't really fight that many.
Yeah, I'm saying he didn't beat anybody. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so Matsumoto, who's he really fought? He fought Brad Katona, who he beat, and Dan Argueta. And then when he actually fought somebody good, which was Rob Font, he lost the split decision. But
I think Rob Font is way craftier than Miles Johns, though.
yeah, no, for sure. But Miles Johns has fought like the way better opponents. We're talking John Castaneda, Anderson Dos Santos, Mario Batista, Cody Gibson, Douglas Silvas de Andrade, Felipe Lima. So he's fought like the better opponents. I think this is a bit of a step up for Gene Matsumoto. I think he gets the job done. I'm going to pick Gene Matsumoto to win. I think he wins by submission or decision in this one. But I will say that Miles Johns will be one of those guys on my dog list, along with Rafael Cerquera. Those are a couple of dogs I like on the dog list. All right, so we're in agreement with Gene Matsumoto here to beat Miles Johns. Let's move on up to the next fight here. We got Andre Touchy-Feely versus Christian Rodriguez. Now, for this one here, I got to say here that Andre Feely, his style is more of a blend of wrestling and striking techniques. He's got some agility, some speed, and power. He is getting up there in age, though, at 35. He combines striking precision with his grappling expertise. He's comfortable on his feet and on the ground. And, he likes to get his opponents off balance, guessing and getting them off balance. He keeps them guessing. And he's very versatile. Christian Rodriguez is the prospect killer. We all know him as the prospect killer, the debutant killer. He likes to wrestle. He's got good Brazilian jiu-jitsu. And he likes to take his opponents down and control them on the ground. He's got very good BJJ. And he likes to submit his opponents or stay on top and land some good ground and pound. And he's got good striking as well. This fight here, I'm going to go with Christian Rodriguez. But I will say this. Andre Feely is another good dog that I think that he will be on the dog list as well.
Good dog.
I think he's a good dog. And I have to say that Andy O has a theory, a matrix kind of theory about Andre Feely. He's going to tell you about that next. But my pick is going to be Christian Rodriguez. But I will put some money down on Andre Feely based on the matrix theory of Andy O. And also, I think he's a good dog.
Based on the matrix theory, you shouldn't bother wasting any money on Christian Rodriguez here and putting everything on Andre Feely. Because this is the thing. This is going to be the 7th fight in a row, plain and simple, that Andre Feely is going to be winning a fight after coming off a loss. So this is the system. He wins one, he loses one. No matter who it is, it's just the way it goes. I don't know if it's because the guy, he's content and all with a 1-fight winning streak and he doesn't try as hard, doesn't train hard enough, and he ends up losing the fight, and then he fears that he's going to get cut going into the next fight, and he tries ultra hard. I don't really know what it is, so just put all your money on Touchy-Feely here. I'm so happy he's a favorite. I've been waiting years for this, I guess, at this point, for him to become such a dog. Hasn't failed me yet. I'm not going to bother with any analysis, so I'm just going to leave it to the powers that be and put... This is going to be part of my regular bets, but I'm going to put a little more money than I normally do on Touchy-Feely.
It's all started in 2022, in July 3rd of 2022, where he lost to Shane Shapiro. Then he beat Bill Algeo. Then he lost to Nathaniel Wood. Then he beat Lucas Almeida. Then he lost to Dan Ige. Then he beat Cub Swanson. Then he lost to Melky Zyle Costa. So it's always loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. And now he's due for a win based on this matrix theory. So I will put a sprinkle on touchy-feely, but I really hope that Christian Rodriguez puts an end to this matrix theory.
I'm waiting for there's no question out of you or anyone else, but to not even think about putting anything on the other guy and make some money.
If Andre Fili wins with this matrix theory, I'm gonna be flabbergasted, man. I don't know what I'm gonna say. All right,
it's great. I can't wait for this fight. It's the fight of the night for me. It is. It's the fight of the night.
Let's move on to the next fight here. We got the ladies going at it here. It's Yasmin Lucindo against Angela Hill here.
All right, the deal.
You got
Yeah. Before I actually looked into this card too much, we started talking about the card and this fight in particular. And you actually got me leaning towards Angela Hill here, so I'm gonna have to go with the old bitch on this one, man. With that, with just the fact that she looks really good these days, it's not a joke. She actually looks all right, and in some ways, she looks better and more well-rounded than she did 115 years ago. Because lately, she's even incorporated some grappling in her game, and she got her sub in the first time in like 75 years, or first time ever. I don't know, a long time, you know. She got a sub. This was 2 fights ago, right? Deal. Who was it against?
She got a submission win over Luana Pinheiro.
She has good movement in there. I think she has crisper striking. She's definitely going to have more volume and the movement, baby. It's going to be the movement not only on the feet, but the movement on the ground and the scrambling if ever she gets taken down. With Lucindo, she's okay. She has more power than Angela Hill. I don't think she has as much volume as Angela Hill. And as far as the ground game, I think I'm one of the ones that think her ground game isn't as good as some people do, because I think it's a mixed bag on that one. I just think Angela Hill's going to outwork her. I think it's going to be a classic Angela Hill decision win here. Gonna prove it. Gonna prove that she still has what it takes. And Lucindo, I think overall, man, she may not be as good as some people think. And I think I fall into that category too. Because her last fight, she lost against a crafty vet, remember?
Yeah, you picked her to win, Amanda Lemos.
Yeah, I thought Amanda Lemos, too crafty of a vet against Lucindo, won a very boring decision. In fact, she's been booted out of the UFC after her last loss. But that's neither here nor there. And I think Overkill here is gonna prove that she's not overkilled in her career yet and get the decision win against Lucindo.
Yeah, man, for this fight here, I got to say that this is one of the women's fight that I'm least confident in when it comes to who's going to win. The other two, I'm super confident in Jocelyn Edwards and Gabriela Fernandez. But this one here, it's very, very risky. Now, Yasmin Lucindo is pretty good. She's primarily got a jiu-jitsu style. She's got a background in judo. She's got a solid ground game. She does use some striking. Her stand-up game is still developing, though. She's not that great on the feet. And we saw that in the fight, in her last fight against Amanda Lemos, where she was not really doing that well on the feet. Now, Lucindo is known for her ability to take fights to the ground. She likes to use trips from body lock based on her jiu-jitsu skills. She's a black belt in judo. She likes her judo. She uses her judo background to secure takedowns, often through trips from the body lock. And her ground game is solid. She's got strong top control, smooth transitions, and she's got some submissions. But Angela Hill, man, she is a veteran, and she's got very, very good striking, better striking than Yasmin Lucindo. Good kickboxing. She moves around a lot. She's got good takedown defense. She uses a lot of feints, a lot of false starts to test her opponents and create openings. She's got a strong background in kickboxing, and she does know how to grapple, and also knows how to get submissions. Like we just talked about, she got a submission on.
Well, I wouldn't call it her go-to thing, but maybe in another 15 years.
I mean, it was her first submission ever.
Yeah.
But I mean, she is starting to look better on the ground. and it seems like Yasmin Lucindo, who is she really beaten, man? If I look back at this, and I was looking at her fights that she actually won, and she's beating the lower level fighters. For example, Brogan Walker, Polyana Viana, who's a bit washed up now, Karolina
Brogan, yeah,
Karolkiewicz, and Marina Rodriguez. So not the best fighters she's beating, but
Brogan Walker may be one of the worst in history.
she's losing to Amanda Lemos, a veteran, and also losing to Yasmin Yaragri. She lost as well, a unanimous decision there. And Angela Hill's a veteran here, just like Amanda Lemos is. You know what? For this one here, man, I'm gonna pick Angela Hill.
Yeah.
Angela Hill. I'm gonna go with the dog here. Yasmin Lucindo really pissed me off against Amanda Lemos in that fight. I had money on her, and she ruined my parlay. And I have a feeling that she's just too young. She's 23 years old, and she needs to still develop her striking game. She needs to develop a bit more. I think Angela Hill is just too much of a crafty vet for her, man.
Exactly, man. You can't forget about her youth, and she's gonna have other chances. You got to look at it like now's not the time to beat Angela Hill. Maybe in 30 years, But who knows if Yasmin Lucindo is gonna be fighting that long? But if she is, she'll get another shot at Angela Hill in 30 years, and we'll see.
Yeah, I'm going to pick Angela Hill. Not very confident in it, I'm going to say. There is a chance that I switch my pick. But as of right now, I think Angela Hill, she could probably just beat up Yasmin Lucindo and, use her veteran skills to fend off those takedowns and just win in the striking game. So I'll go with Angela Hill here, but not very confident in it. All right, next fight. We got Steve Erceg against Ode Osborne. This one here, man, was it my turn? Hold on.
Yeah.
Yes, my turn. Yeah. I'm going with Steve Erceg. I got to go with Steve Erceg, man. This guy has got very good striking and grappling. He's got a very good boxing background, too. He's got sharp striking. He's got very good effective grappling. His jiu-jitsu skills are top-notch. He's got very good grappling. He likes to attack and get takedowns. He secures control on the ground, pursues submissions all the time, and he's very precise and efficient. Ode Osborne, man, this guy, he's taking this fight on short notice here. Erceg was supposed to fight Alex Perez, but Alex Perez got hurt, and Ode Osborne is coming in on short notice. So I think that he's not going to be ready for Steve Erceg. He's very dynamic and unpredictable, Ode Osborne. He's got some good combinations, a good right hook. He does like to spin a lot and go for flying knees a lot, and he's a bit reckless out there. And he tries to incorporate wrestling into his game. He does have a couple of submissions, but a lot of times what happens with Ode Osborne is he finds himself on the bottom a lot of times when he tries to incorporate these submissions or go for grappling. He ends up being on the bottom and then tries to look for subs from bottom and then gets beaten up or gets submitted,
He's the type of guy, man, that looks good and bad on the ground at the same time.
Exactly. He always gets reversed and stuff. I think Steve Erceg is just going to be too good for him. You can also see he's been submitted 4 times out of his 8 losses. I'm going to take Steve Erceg to win this one by submission or decision.
Look, man, people think Erceg, his striking is where it's at with him, and his boxing is very good, and he's fast and everything, but I'm of the ones that think that his grappling is still better, and I think he's going to pull it out more against Ode Osborne, and I think the sub is really live in this fight, based on what we were just talking about there. He stays on the ground sometimes, accepts position when he doesn't have to, and his gangliness down there gets him subbed also, makes it hard for him to get up. His boxing is good, too. Good straight punches, good left hook, like you said. But I think Erceg I think he's better than him. Like, he hasn't been beating guys lately, but he's fought really great guys. He wasn't beating that great guys before he got a title shot. Like, he beat Matt Schnell to get a title shot against Pantoja. Like, for crying out loud, Like, looking far and wide for title challengers. But, at the same time, he did very well against Pantoja. He did better against Pantoja than a couple other guys Pantoja fought after that. So, yeah, I still think Urseg's pretty good. And Osborne's one of those guys who finds a way to lose. Those losses come from somewhere. Give me Urseg by sub or decision.
Nice. We're in agreement with this one. Yeah, and also Steve Ursig, going to a decision against Alexander Pantoja and Brandon Moreno. Those are two very high-level fighters compared to Jose Osborne.
I was surprised how well he did against Pantoja, man. There are some people who thought he beat Pantoja. I don't think so, but he did well.
All right, so we're in agreement with this one here. Next is the main event of the evening. Anthony Hernandez, a.k.a. Fluffy, versus Roman Dolidze. This one here, I got to talk about...
It's my turn, though.
Oh, yeah, sorry about that.
All right. So, man, I think for all you Fluffy Hernandez fans out there, and I'm one of them, I think this is a real trap match. I'm going to go with the dog, Roman Dolidze, and keep KMMA's stellar main card predictions right. So I know the deal, you're going to take that under consideration.
Yeah, the main event. Yeah, we've been doing good on the main event lately.
Yeah, so I know you have your eye somewhat on Dolidze also. I'm going to start this one off by saying that Dolidze, man, he's a champion, a grappler who has a different kind of grappling style than Anthony Hernandez does down there, in the sense his submissions there, once he tries to get you a submission, it's there to break something in half, right? Not like Anthony Hernandez, which is good transitionally, going to work for a position, then end up choking you out, things like that. Although he's very good. I think Roman Dolidze also has more power. Thing with him I've always not liked is no combos, but he's tough as nails. He does gas out a bit as the fight goes on, but it's not the typical guy Anthony Hernandez bosses around in there. Dolidze is going to be bigger than him. He's going to be stronger than him. This guy used to fight and got wins at light heavyweight, right? So definitely got that working for him. I think Hernandez might underestimate Dolidze here a little bit because he's been on quite the little run here. And I think it's not... Look, Dolidze's striking works for him. You got to hand it to him for what he does. How is he hitting Vittori like that if he can't find the mark? Like half those shots were finding the mark on Vittori. So I think they're going to find the mark on Hernandez because Hernandez comes in a lot more into that sweet spot for those punches to connect for Dolidze. I think he's going to recognize that. Of course, there's a risk of getting tired, and we all know how it's going to look if Anthony Hernandez has his way. But as bad as Dolidze's cardio might look later in a 5-round fight, man, he's not going to gas like Michel Pereira, for example, and some of these guys that gas out immediately for some reason against Fluffy. So yeah, give me the great dog here in Roman Dolidze. A very close fight, I say. I think it has good potential to go all 5 rounds. I hope it doesn't. I hope Dolidze knocks him out. But yeah, looking forward to it. Give me Dolidze by knockout or decision.
Dolidze,
but the sub is on the table. May seem crazy, but it's on the table. If Hernandez wants to play that game, this guy's a champion, whatever he was down there. Believe it or not, most guys are afraid to grapple with Dolidze. That's one of the reasons he likes to keep it on the feet more, because he likes to strike more. But people are usually afraid to take it down there with him, right? Of all his fights. Hernandez is not going to be. Let's see how that works out.
Look, Dolidze is a good dog. He's going to make my dog list as well there, Roman Dolidze.
You got to say the value is definitely there because this should be closer.
He's very aggressive. He's got good Muay Thai techniques. He's got strong grappling. He's got some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as well. He's a strong striker. But he does also excel in submissions as well. He's got several wins by heel hook and other submissions as well. He's very aggressive and an exciting fighter who's comfortable both striking and grappling. And he has a high finishing rate, too, with a lot of wins coming from knockout or submission. As you can see here, out of his 15 wins, he's got 8 knockouts, 3 subs. Anthony Hernandez, again, he's like a phone booth type of fighting style. He likes to stay really close to his opponent, likes to latch onto them. He's very aggressive, in-your-face pressure, and he likes to fight in close quarters. He likes to grapple and get submissions. He's got good guillotine chokes. He likes to turtle ride, get the body lock, get on your back. And just relentless with the chain wrestling techniques. He's got relentless pressure and always in your face. He's got very good takedowns as well. He's got a black belt in jiu-jitsu. And he's known for his very good guillotine chokes as well. He's not afraid to be aggressive, man, and he likes to hurt his opponents and break them down as the fight goes down. I have a feeling he might break down Roman Dolidze, get him tired in the later rounds, man. That's the reason why I got the slight edge on Anthony Hernandez to get the win here. I think he wins this one by submission or decision. Dolidze's never been finished. He's a very tough guy. But the sub could happen if Dolidze gets taken down and Anthony Hernandez gets on his back, does that turtle thing where he locks on your back and then does the body lock and doesn't get off you. It could be a long night for Roman Dolidze there, and he could get strangled there. So I'm going to go with Anthony Hernandez by sub or decision. But again, like I said, Roman Dolidze is a good dog. So there you have it, folks. Our early predictions and breakdowns for the main card.
And everyone, don't forget, hit that like and subscribe. Leave a comment or 10. It helps the algorithm, which, sometimes isn't so bright. So it shows us the love.
Yeah, so we disagreed on no fights in the prelims, but 3 fights here in the main card. So out of 12 fights, only disagreeing on 3, not too bad at all. So like and subscribe, folks. KAMMA, can't wait to talk to you guys on Friday for our final thoughts, predictions, and face-offs. Peace out. Let's get it this week.